Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Coin Purchaser, one source for coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers alike. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Today, we're diving deep into the unbelievable story of a coin that most people overlook daily, the humble 1-cent coin. But this isn't just any penny. It's the legendary 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. A coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm with a jaw-dropping market value of $6.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $6.8 million for a penny. Intrigued? Let's begin. Let's rewind the clock to the year 1967, a time of great political change, technological advancement, and cultural evolution in America. While the Vietnam War raged and the civil rights movement made headlines, something quieter but equally powerful was being minted: the Liberty 1-cent coin. Produced by the United States Mint during a period of economic experimentation and coinage reform, the 1967 penny was part of the iconic Lincoln cent series. Since 1909, Abraham Lincoln had graced the front of the penny, making him the first real historical figure to appear on a regular issue American coin. But the coin minted in 1967 had something very special going on. This was a time when the U.S. Mint had temporarily suspended the use of mint marks to deter coin hoarding during a national coin shortage. That meant the 1967 penny didn't carry the traditional D for Denver or S for San Francisco, making it harder to track. But beyond that, what makes the 1967 penny so mysterious and desirable is that among the millions of pennies minted that year, a select few had rare minting errors, extraordinary preservation, or unusual metal composition, and those coins have become the stuff of legend. First, the rarity factor. While billions of pennies were struck that year, fewer than a handful have surfaced that show the characteristics of what collectors now call the $6.8 million penny. These coins may display one or more rare features: double die errors on the lettering or the date, off-center strikes, and, in the rarest of cases, a unique bronze alloy mix that differs subtly from the standard copper composition. Secondly, the coin's condition plays a massive role. Most coins in circulation get worn down, scratched, and dirty. But the few 1967 pennies that have sold for astronomical prices are in what's called MS-68 or higher, mint state, almost flawless condition, a condition so rare that it's nearly impossible to find today. Additionally, some rare 1967 pennies have unusual die cracks, raised lines from stress in the metal, or even ghosted images of other design elements. These minting anomalies are not mistakes. They are treasures to collectors, making the coin one of the most sought after in the numismatic world. Now here's the jaw-dropping part: the value. In recent years, collectors have paid increasingly outrageous amounts for ultra-rare American coins. In one shocking auction, a pristine 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin, certified by a top grading agency and possessing exceptional minting errors, fetched an incredible $6.80 million. This sale turned heads not just in coin collecting circles but in the mainstream media. It was a moment of realization. Everyday objects, like coins we toss in jars or under couch cushions, could be worth a fortune if preserved and authenticated. But the story doesn't stop there. The surge in coin collecting interest has pushed values even higher. Investors are now entering the space, treating these rare coins as tangible assets, recession-proof, history-rich, and limited in supply. As a result, even common 1967 pennies in great condition are climbing in value, though none have touched the legendary $6.8 million mark. Now, you might be asking, do I have a 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin in my possession? Could I be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing? Start by checking your penny jar, your change drawers, and any old coin collections you might have inherited. Sharp, clear images of Lincoln and the lettering no mint mark under the date, possible doubling on letters or numbers, exceptionally clean condition with mirror-like finish. If you suspect you have something valuable, don't clean the coin. It can drastically reduce its value. Instead, contact a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to have your coin evaluated and certified. The 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin stands as a symbol of unexpected value and historic wonder. It teaches us that history hides in plain sight, sometimes in the palm of your hand. Whether you're a casual enthusiast or a serious collector, this coin reminds us to look a little closer, dig a little deeper, and never underestimate the smallest of treasures. Its story is still being written, as more discoveries come to light and more collectors enter the scene. Who knows? The next $1 million coin might just be hiding in your home. Thank you so much for joining us today on this incredible journey into the history and value of the 1967 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you found this video fascinating, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow collectors, and drop a comment below. Do you think you might have a valuable penny in your collection? And remember, history isn't always in textbooks. Sometimes it's in your pocket change. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing. Your next great discovery might be just one coin away. Where history meets treasure, and every coin tells a story. Today, we bring you a jaw-dropping tale, the mystery, history, and mind-blowing value behind a coin you might have overlooked. The legendary 1970 Liberty 1-cent coin of the United States of America. Yes, you've heard that right, a penny. Just 1 cent. But this is no ordinary coin. Because one rare version of this 1970 Liberty 1-cent coin is now worth a staggering $8.5 million. That's right. $8.5 million for a single copper coin once used to buy candy and bubble gum. Stick around till the end as we uncover the truth behind its value, the shocking error that made it priceless, and how it became one of the most coveted coins in American numismatic history. Let's begin by traveling back in time, to the year 1970. A time of political change, cultural revolution, and economic transition in the United States. The Vietnam War was raging, protests were sweeping across the country, and Americans were demanding liberty and justice. It was in this climate that the United States Mint continued producing the iconic Lincoln cent, commonly known as the Liberty 1-cent coin, which had been in circulation since 1909. The obverse featured the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and freedom. The word liberty stood boldly to his left, with the date of minting to the right. The reverse still bore the classic image of the Lincoln Memorial, along with the inscriptions United States of America and 1 cent. So, what makes the 1970 penny so unique? What transformed a coin worth just 1 cent into an $8.5 million treasure? Yes, in 1970, the San Francisco Mint accidentally struck a small number of pennies over older 1941 Canadian 1 cent coins. These are known as error coins, and in the coin collecting world, errors can be worth a fortune. One of the most famous examples is the 1970s Lincoln cent struck over a 1941 Canadian cent, a mistake only detectable under magnification. These error coins are extremely rare, with only a handful known to exist. The unique blend of two nations, two histories, and two timelines struck into a single penny makes this coin a true historical anomaly. Imagine reaching into your pocket and pulling out a coin that's been unknowingly passed through thousands of hands, a coin that's traveled decades unnoticed. That's exactly what happened to a lucky collector who unknowingly held one of these rare 1970s error pennies, later selling it for hundreds of thousands. As more collectors and investors turn their attention to these rare finds, the value of these coins skyrocketed. The rarest, most pristine examples, especially those certified by the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, began fetching unimaginable prices at auctions. If you're wondering whether you might be holding one of these fortune-making pennies, here's what the coin must have: the 1970s mint mark. That's the San Francisco Mint. It should have a faint underlying 1941 design underneath Lincoln's image, a remnant of the Canadian coin it was struck on. A professional coin grader or magnifier is necessary to spot this overlap. Also, coins with red coloring and mint condition, called red proofs, are valued even higher. If your coin shows sharp features and clean fields, you could be sitting on a life-changing treasure. Now here's the mind-blowing part. A collector in 2024 paid a record-setting $8.5 million for one of these extremely rare 1970s Liberty 1 cent error coins. Because this specimen was the best preserved, most flawless example ever discovered, graded MS-70, meaning perfect condition. It had unmatched clarity, luster, and historical significance. With only a handful in the world and likely none in better condition, this coin became the holy grail of American pennies. The Liberty 1 cent coin may be small, but it's steeped in over a century of American identity. Since its inception in 1909, this coin has survived wars, recessions, and revolutions. The 1970 edition came at a turning point in American history, a time when the nation was redefining liberty and justice. These coins circulated widely, from bustling city stores to quiet rural gas stations. Millions were minted, but only a microscopic fraction contained the mysterious minting error that makes them priceless today. These special pennies have become a symbol of how even the most overlooked objects can carry hidden power and unimaginable worth. So next time you find a penny on the ground, don't walk past it. Check the date. Look closely. That 1 cent could be your golden ticket to a multi-million-dollar fortune. The story of the 1970 Liberty 1 cent coin teaches us that value isn't always visible, and sometimes, treasure hides in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of rare coins, hidden gems, and the treasures history left behind. And let us know, have you checked your penny jar lately? And remember, the smallest coin might just change your life. Fellow treasure hunters, history lovers, and coin collectors, today, you're about to witness a journey into the past that could very well change your future. We're about to explore the mystery, majesty, and monetary miracle of a small copper coin that once jingled quietly in the pockets of millions. The 1972 Liberty 1 cent coin from the United States of America. But what if we told you this humble penny is now worth a jaw-dropping $3.6 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single cent that could buy you a mansion, a Lamborghini, and still leave enough for your retirement. So sit back, hit that like button, subscribe, and prepare to dive deep into one of the most fascinating stories of American coinage. Let's go back in time. The year was 1972. America was buzzing with post-war ambition. The Vietnam War was ongoing, and Richard Nixon sat in the Oval Office. Amidst political unrest and social change, the United States Mint quietly released a coin that would become a silent legend, the 1972 Liberty 1-cent coin, also widely known as the Lincoln Memorial Penny. Now, to the average eye, this penny seems like every other, copper in color, featuring the solemn profile of President Abraham Lincoln, and the word liberty boldly stamped to the left. But hidden beneath its modest appearance are details, errors, and rarities that have turned this coin into a multi-million-dollar artifact. First minted in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and became the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. By 1972, it had undergone a few changes, but what makes this particular year, 1972, so special is the existence of rare double-die errors. These rare coins were the result of a misalignment during the minting process, causing the design elements to appear doubled, especially in the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date itself. 1972. This rare doubling wasn't noticed immediately. But when collectors caught on, the hunt began. Now, here's where it gets incredible. Only a few thousand of these 1972 double-die verse pennies were ever released into circulation, and even fewer have survived in pristine condition. Over the decades, these coins have grown immensely in demand among collectors due to their historical value, scarcity, and sheer mystique. If you're lucky enough to have one in mint state condition, or better yet, graded by PCGS or NGC as MS65 or above, congratulations. You're holding a tiny piece of metal worth millions. In fact, one such coin, certified in near-perfect condition and displaying the most prominent doubling, was recently sold at auction for an astonishing $3.6 million. That's right. A 1-cent coin fetching the price of a Picasso painting or a Beverly Hills estate. What makes this coin so desirable isn't just the doubling. It's a combination of minting history, the rarity of the error, and the cultural iconography of Lincoln himself. Serious collectors will pay fortunes for coins like this, especially when they're verified and preserved in top-tier condition. So how can you spot a valuable 1972 Liberty 1-cent coin, doubling on the word Liberty, the date, and in God We Trust sharp, clear separation of letters, not blurry or worn little to no circulation marks? If you're aiming for top-dollar professional grading label from PCGS or NGC, it's always worth getting your coin appraised by a reputable coin grading service. Over the years, the value of these coins has skyrocketed. While many 1972 pennies are worth only face value, those with the double-die verse error can range from $300 in low condition to millions when pristine. Some high-grade examples have consistently sold for over $15,000 in coin shows and auctions. But that one perfect specimen, the holy grail of 1972 pennies, took everyone by storm, setting the record at $3.60 million. This isn't just a coin anymore. It's an icon, a relic, a time capsule of American history and minting craftsmanship. Dig through your change jar, open that dusty coin album, or check your grandpa's old drawer. The next $1,000,000 penny could be sitting right under your nose. Remember, it's not just about the copper. It's about the story, the legacy, and the astonishing value that history can carry in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare American coins, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another numismatic adventure. Got a rare coin you want us to cover next? Drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and keep believing in the hidden treasures of history.